Hey everyone, I'm Mercy Mudumo and I'm starting the virtual assistant program on ALX. So, in this short video, I'm briefly going to be explaining what I've learned so far on what a virtual assistant is, the qualities that make a strong virtual assistant, the right mindset a virtual assistant has to have, what grit and professional growth is. From my own understanding, a virtual assistant is a professional that provides support to businesses, entrepreneurs, organizations, as well as teams remotely using digital tools and the internet. So, my introduction to what a virtual assistant is has already highlighted something, which is where they work from. Do they have to be inside traditional office? No. Why? Because this job is done remotely. All is needed for a virtual assistant to work is the internet and the digital tools. What a virtual assistant does depends on the client, entrepreneur, or business they are giving support. The day to day assignments that are supposed to be done by a virtual assistant are quite a lot, but I'm going to mention a few that I got. There is managing emails and inboxes, booking travel arrangements, which falls under administrative support. There is coordinating meetings and events, responding to customer inquiries, which falls under communication and coordination. There is market research, collection of data, and preparation of reports, which falls under research and information gathering. There is tracking project progress and supporting team coordination, which falls under operational and project support. Besides the tasks that I've mentioned, there are some virtual assistants who specialize in social media management, content management, e-commerce, and bookkeeping assistants, as well as giving support to customers. So why are virtual assistants needed? Why are virtual assistants needed? So a virtual assistant is there to help organizations, businesses, entrepreneurs to stay organized, productive, efficient, to save time and reduce stress. Imagine as an entrepreneur and you don't have a virtual assistant as part of your team. You have to be managing all the emails and inboxes. You have to be doing the market research. You have to be communicating with the stakeholders and the clients as well. It becomes a lot for one person. So, this is where a virtual assistant comes in to help lessen the burden on the entrepreneurs. It leaves the business to focus on the things that makes the business grow. Undergoing this course, I have been intrigued by two qualities that make a strong virtual assistant. One of the quality is being a problem solver. A strong virtual assistant is a problem solver. They solve the problem, they don't panic to the problem. Let's say I'm coordinating a meeting or an event, and my network, since this job is done remotely, and my network gets bad. As a problem solver, I don't panic. Instead, I look for a solution to the challenge that I'm facing. The second quality that intrigued me is proactiveness. Why is being proactive important? Being proactive helps the business as well as the virtual assistant to save time and manage time as well. So, what is being proactive? Being proactive is acting upon something without being given an instruction. You see something, you figure it out, and you act upon it without waiting to be instructed by your client. That's what proactiveness is. In high school, mathematics was my favorite subject, and it was easy for me. Everyone says mathematics is hard, but for me, it was easy. Why? The reason is I would adapt so easily to the new concepts and formulas I was taught. So it realized me that adaptability is one of the qualities that I have. And it's important for a virtual assistant to adapt so easily. Why? Because as a virtual assistant, You come across different clients who use different digital tools, technical skills, who require different soft skills. So if you adapt easily, it's easy for you to work for any client. The other personal strength that I have is clear communication. And why is it important for a virtual assistant to have clear communication? It helps a virtual assistant to create a bond with their clients as well as gain trust from their clients. Besides my personal strength, I also realized as I was ongoing this course that there are some areas that I have to grow. And one of those areas is being calm under pressure. I fail to be calm when I'm under pressure. And as a virtual assistant, it's important to be calm under pressure because sometimes you have to meet a lot of deadlines. The other area that I have to grow is time management. I realized that the assignments that a virtual assistant has to meet up with day to day, sometimes they get a lot, and you really have to be good when it comes to time management. So, the right mindset a virtual assistant has to have is growth mindset. There's also what we call fixed mindset, which is not right for a virtual assistant because a fixed mindset is where you tell yourself that you're either good at something or not. Here, you conclude that you are not good at something, and also fixed mindset makes a virtual assistant see effort as if like its weakness. So why is it important for a virtual assistant to have a growth mindset? So what I understood is growth mindset is a belief that abilities can be developed through effort, learning, and persistence. And growth mindset, it helps a virtual assistant stay motivated when tasks are challenging. It makes a virtual assistant adapt to new tools and technology. So it's important for a virtual assistant to have a growth mindset. And it elevates professional growth as well. What is grit? Grit is like living life like a marathon, not a sprint. So, what I understood from this term is that when the process becomes difficult, you remain committed. What intrigues me about the path that I took is I'm learning new soft skills and technical skills that make me a strong virtual assistant. I'm also looking forward to learning some tools like Asana, Trello, and many other tools that make me a virtual assistant with profession. The challenge that I might face is having a fixed mindset on some of the tools that I'm going to be learning, but I'm planning to approach that by making use of the word yet to solve the challenge. By the end of this program, I hope to become a virtual assistant who has a growth mindset, who has accomplished all the soft skills, technical skills, and tool competence.